Conspiracy theorists are leveling fresh claims at NASA that they're cutting the live feed from the International Space Station whenever a UFO appears on a screen. There have been 2 separate instances this month of unidentified objects that have appeared on the live feed, and the feed suddenly cuts out. Now let's take a look at the first one that was posted by a YouTuber. It shows the Earth, as we know it, and appearing magically above the... There we go. You see that? You see that white object on the right-hand side? Exactly.
At the horizon line.
At the horizon level, it appears. So that is not something you typically see. These guys watch the feed, and then it cuts out, and then they put up, the ISS put up this statement saying we're temporarily experiencing issues and problems here.
Okay. Now,
so that's got everybody really amped up.
Yes, the combination of those 2 things is very odd. We don't normally see an object like that floating up off the horizon, and suddenly the feed cuts. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Yes, that combination is definitely suspicious.
I mean, if you take a look at the video in close-up, just briefly, and you see what this thing, I mean, we don't really see what it is, but you just look at it a little bit more closely. We discuss that. See, so if you go close up there, see this white thing appearing over the horizon. It's just, it's nebulous. I mean, listen, I'm skeptical as anybody.
Definitely not the moon.
Definitely not the moon. Normally and it cuts. So normally these things are, explained by fairly prosaic explanations. They're a piece of dust, it's reflection.
It's a piece of garbage that's not very far away, something like that they'll say. But then the feed cuts, technical difficulties, yes, suspicious.
Now, are you ready for number 2? Number 2 is my favorite. Number 2 is, this was seen on, again, they didn't capture it, but they didn't capture it in video form, but this was seen, and this guy, Toby Lundh, who is an avid UFO watcher, he watches the thing 4 to 6 hours every day, he captured this and he took a photograph of it on his laptop. That red line at the bottom there is not a beam of light or anything, it's the bottom of his laptop. And he was adamant that this thing, it looks like the thing out of Star Trek. It looks like that logo out of Star Trek.
Well, it certainly does. But out of context, it's hard to tell what's going on here. Is he super zoomed in on something? Is this like going right past their window? What's going on? Out of context, it's hard to really put a finger on what the heck it is.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what it is.
Oh, what is it?
It's a spacecraft.
Of course it is.
It's a spacecraft. It's a Vulcan spacecraft. It's, well, maybe a Vulcan, I mean.
Or maybe a reflection of the one that he has sitting on his desk.
I just see, I mean, because, are you saying reflection because of that little white thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were on board with this one.
I'm not a complete poo-poo. But I'm just saying, I don't understand the context of this one.
Well, Nigel Watson, who's author of the UFO Investigations Manual, says the following about all this. He says, the vast majority of these images are as vague and as elusive as those posted by UFO witnesses on Earth, and many have a fairly mundane explanation. The problem is that the more NASA denies such things or explains them, the more people think there is a conspiracy to hide the truth that aliens are visiting our planet.
I ask you another question. Did they cut the feed, or did the object make the feed cut?
Oh, there's the question. That's a question to ask. Toby Lundh also alleges that NASA are cutting audio or hoarding audio of NASA, International Space Station, communicating with this particular craft.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's
we need Anonymous to hack that shit.
Come on. That
Anonymous.
would be great. Yeah.
Operation what?
Alien invasion.
Yeah, NASA feed, whatever. Bring it. Come on.
Bring it. Come on, let us know your thoughts. Thanks for being with us here. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the NASA doubting Lip TV.